in record time. Wow. It's time for the final game, guys, of our best of 5 here. It's all tied up 2-2. Who can take it home? That is the question we're about to answer. Only one man can move on, and it's on Heavy Rain, spawning in the top position as the blue Terran player. The blue Terran player from Team My Insanity, it is Jjakji. Up against the red Zerg, who's gone through, well, a lot of aggressive games. Both games he won with very aggressive plays. The red Zerg is Mouse Sports' VortiX. Very, very good play by VortiX. VortiX has only won with aggressive builds, though. He won with the 13-13 or 14-14, what have you. And then he won on the last game with that Roach follow-up all-in. And I'm not saying that that's, necessarily a bad way to play, but I wonder if Jjakji just doesn't play another standard game. He won the only macro game we've seen in this series. The only macro game that was played out in this best of 5, Jjakji won. So I feel like, is it really that bad of an idea to just play safe, not go for too many risks? I don't know, but I guess we're about to see. I guess we are about to see as hatch first. I don't even know if I can expect hatch firsts from VortiX anymore, man. It's just, it's so likely that VortiX is going to do something like such aggressive craziness. Look at this. He gets his pool at 14 supply. Like, he doesn't want to build any drones before he gets his spawning pool. He wants to get his hatchery, then get his pool. No dilly-dallying, no waiting for anything else. He refuses to be put at a disadvantage by early Reapers, and that's what Jjakji has on the production tab. Those Reapers, keep in mind that even in the game where he went for a 15 supply spawning pool, Jjakji still killed a lot of drones with that, with the Reapers. So it's difficult. It's difficult to make work. Now let's see. We've got the mule dropping. And Reaper's on the way out. Let's see what he can do here. There's no gas for VortiX just yet. And he needs to be prepared for this. And this has been really, really good. His Reaper control has been superb so far in this match. He's lost a few here and there, but he most certainly has done a fantastic job of making sure that even if he loses them, they still do some damage. And jumps into the main base. The Zerglings do some poking. He's taking a little bit of damage, a little bit of paint damage on the Reaper as he kites back against these Lings. Not too bad at all. Trying to snipe a drone, but he hasn't killed anything yet. And he will go actually 3 Reapers. 3 Reapers has become pretty much standard so far in Terran versus Zerg. Zerg's got good at defending 1 Reaper. Zerg's got really good at defending 2 Reapers. And now, Zerg will have to learn to get good at defending 3 Reapers. There's really no way to play versus 3 Reaper other than 4 Queen. If you don't build a lot of Queens, the Reapers will pretty much just whittle you down over time and kill you. And I love this. Jjakji is not stopping. He is poking as much as humanly possible. He refuses to let these Queens sit happily and just gain health. No. You're not going to sit there and get energy, regen your health. I'm going to do as much damage as you as I can. And by the time the 3rd Reaper shows up, these Reapers are going to have their health back. Yeah, he's just waiting. He's like, yeah, man, I got that life regen. I got that that sick health care. It keeps me alive even after I take some damage. Combat drugs, they can be prescription. And now he's running into the main base. Trying to maybe get some drones moving between the bases. No, takes a poke on some Lings. And steps back. Oh, nothing doing, though. He's killing a good number of Zerglings. He's completely destroyed the Zergling count. Even the drones kind of ran over to the right side of that mineral line to hide. Jjakji has a very scary force. These Reapers, man, they are not going to stop. 3rd Command Center's on the way. Hellions are on the way. A Starport is on the way. So we're going to see this transition into some Hellion Bansharino. And yeah, I love this. I love this endless tenacity of the Reapers. It's so hard to execute this properly, but it's so difficult to defend as well. Look at how low these Queens are getting. If they get energy, if they can't use it for transfuse, they can't use it for creep spread or injects. They have to use it for transfuse. A lair is on the way for VortiX though. He has a Roach Warren as well. Might we see another Roach play? Jjakji does see that there is a Roach Warren on the way. And he's actually getting a Viking instead of a Banshee. He's opened Viking. That's interesting. I guess you want to kill the one Overlord on the map. Oh, is he going to get this Queen? No. Hellions poke the front. And with this Evolution Chamber, I think, does he go for a 1-1 Roach timing? No, it's too late to go for a 1-1 Roach timing. He's just going to get Roach speed and do the same attack again. I can't blame him. This has been a really crazy finals that we've had here at the Vasacast Invitational. This whole match has actually been really crazy when you think about it, just how back and forth the aggressive styles have been. No one's really giving up any space for aggression. But Jjakji's jumping up towards the main base. He's going to try to split his attention. Oh, that Queen is so low. Is he going to be able to finally pick it off? He's giving chase. He gets it, and he sees the Spire as well. He knows this won't just be a Roach all-in. There will be a potential follow-up Mutalisk play. And in fact, he hasn't built any Roaches. He just has the Roach Warren. And this might be a bait. It's the old bait and switch. He wants to go right into Mutalisks. But since this is a bio build, the Marine production will start up eventually. It's just going to be a bit slower. And he's just going to try to capitalize. This Spire, he wants to get Mutalisks out before this Barracks production really kicks in. There's 2 engineering bays on the way as well. He's spread out in front of the natural. But look at this, guys. There's 1 reactor here, a 2nd reactor. Oh, that's so smart to give the reactor from that factory and be with this setup. Why is he moving? Oh, he's going to build another reactor with the starport? Oh, he's going to build additional barracks on top of this, I guess. Not bad. Not a bad idea at all. I do like this adjustment he's made, but there's a lot of Zerglings on the map. VortiX is going to catch these Hellions. He gets us around. Oh, Jjakji's going to lose everything that he has on the map over here. Pretty rough start. As he, did a reasonable amount of poking at the beginning, but he didn't kill any workers, and now he's lost his only active units. And there's 8 Mutalisks on the way. 1 missile turret at the natural. 1 missile turret in the main base. Does he have 1 for his production? Yes, he does. 8 mutas are halfway complete. Baneling Nest is on the way as well. Could this be? He got the Evolution Chambers. He didn't get any upgrades, so he's not really looking towards the late game. I feel like he wants to get this Baneling Nest and then just Baneling bust and use the Zerglings and Banelings to distract the Marines so that the Mutalisks can go in and make a full frontal assault and kill everything. But you know what? He probably heard me thinking about that in the back of his mind, and he said, actually, I'm going to get all my upgrades and bring my Zerglings home and just try to poke with the Mutalisks. So what can he get done? Most of the Marines for Jjakji are watching the bottom right. He's trying to catch those Mutas, and he does not kill any, but he does a little poking. Of course, Mutalisks regenerate their health very quickly out of combat. So they're totally fine. I don't think they're in any real level of risk here, but I like these positioning Widow Mines here as well. Oh, no, he's going to run right into them. Picks off 2 mutas, not bad at all. Damages the others. You do not want to lose Mutalisks this early. People will say it's like, oh, okay, well, I've actually heard people say this, like, well, he only killed 2 mutas with the 2 Widow Mines, but those 2 Widow Mines, they cost 25 gas and 75 minerals, and they kill 100 Mutalisk. It's so cost effective if you can even just get 1. The damage on the other ones, sure, it heals very quickly, but that's just rough. It's so mines are almost always cost effective unless you're baited out on maybe 1 Zergling or a Roach. But VortiX is going to come in and try to harass this base. There's a missile turret. The bio is on the right side. He's going to stim up and not get anything. Close, but no cigar. 4th base is on the way for VortiX. He's already saturated on 3. He's got a pretty good setup. Baneling speed's about to complete. And he did remember to get Baneling. He did remember to get Zergling speed before Baneling speed, which is just really funny to think about. But now now Jjakji's just kind of sitting outside his base. I'm wondering where Jjakji decides to go from here. He has the armory on the way. His 2-2 is delayed because of this. He could actually have had his 2-2 started a little while ago, which is a bit unfortunate for him because now he's actually given almost exactly enough time to be even on upgrades with the VortiX. Despite how late VortiX's upgrades were, he's not quite there. So +2 attack begins now that the armory's done. He pokes up the front. These Banelings want to get a good connection. The Widowmine kills all of the Banelings. Jjakji, he's bringing the pressure. And there are a good number of Banelings. There are creep tumors here to keep the creep spread here, which allows these Banelings to get good connections. But he pokes that command. He pokes the hatchery, and he wants to bait. Oh, Widowmine gets nothing. You get nothing. But he hasn't started his +2 armor. There it is. +2 armor begins, and the Banelings are just going to run right through. Widowmine detonates. There's still Marines left over, and this 3rd base is under a little bit of fire. Okay, there's still 2 Banelings. He focus fires 1, focus fires 2. But the Mutalisks are able to overwhelm him. The next wave of Marines is here. Jjakji is not stopping his parade push down the map. Kills another Queen, and he's just going to back off. He says, okay, let's get some Marines together. Let's get everything to go. Let's ball up my forces. I got more Widow Mines coming out. Drilling Claws is upgrading. This is a good position for Jjakji. He's taking some solid trades. The 4th base is done, but there's no drones there. All those widow mines, zip! That's scary. Marines are going to run down. He wants to protect the mines. Obviously, he doesn't want to just lose them to an Overseer snipe, but it looks like he will. Well, the Mutas take a little bit of damage. And Jjakji has a force out on the right side. He has a Marine checking over his 4th base on the left. He has not started a 4th command center yet. 2-2 has just begun for the Zerg, so this is going to be an upgrade advantageous game for the Terran player all the way throughout. And wow, these Mutas are going to run right into these Marines. Yikes. Jjakji's like, oh, hi, come play. Come play with me. But VortiX doesn't, he's not interested. He's going to continue to put out Banelings over here. And these Marines are finally able to clean up a little bit of Zergling pressure. 1 versus 1. Blah! He wins the deathmatch on the right side of the map. 4th command center is now in production. Vehicle plating, mixing in a Marauder. He has enough barracks and tech labs to put out Marauders if Ultralisks become a part of the equation. Ultralisks were so key in VortiX's defeat of MMA in that earlier match. I'm sure Jjakji saw those games and is trying to pay a lot of attention. There's a lot of money on the line here. $2,500 for 1st place. And, you know, any second now, we could have the engagement that decides that. He's got the mines burrowed. Not any real big detonations. Well, not for the mines, at least. For the Banelings. Oh, yeah. And the Mutas are going to try to hit this base. There's only 1 missile turret. The Marines are sprinting over, trying to defend while he keeps this bio spread, attacking the 4th. There's not that much here for Jjakji, but a lot of medevacs and these mines are allowing him to stay in this entrenched position for a long duration of time. All these Widow mines have detonated, and Jjakji needs to repair this command center. He doesn't have too many Marines to help deal with this. This force is finally pushed back by the Banelings and Zerglings, and suddenly VortiX looks like he could be pushing his way towards taking his first big tournament in forever. As you know, he's always been touted as one of those big foreign Zerg players, but he needs another big win under his belt for 2014 to really kick this year off. And he is taking some damage from these drones, but he's done a lot of damage himself. Might lose that spawning pool. There's the transfuse. Good play to save it. Mutalisks are coming back. He managed to hold on to his 4th base, and he still has a reasonable drone count. His 2-2 is just finishing. The 3-3 has just begun for the Terran player. And this medevac will die. Those Mutas, you know, one thing he did not do this game that he has done in all of his other games with the Mutalisks is get that +2 attack. But now, Jjakji's going to make another big push. He lost a lot of what he had at that natural, and he actually had to put his new command center at the natural expansion. So this means if this push fails, if this push does not kill VortiX, I think Jjakji's just dead. There's a lot of Banelings here that wouldn't mind not detonating. And, oh, actually a little more friendly fire from that mine. The Mutas are going to go. He's just backstabbing with the Mutas nonstop. He's like, okay, missile turret. Cool story, bro. Kill that. Bunker. Okay, try to kill that. Oh, there's a lot of Marines here, though. He pulls his forces back. He's trying to catch these Mutas out on the map. He will not be able to do so. And bring these mines randomly. Maybe thinking the Mutalisks would do a little bit of a flyby and get caught there. So what happens now? The Marines and Marauders are here. And Jjakji, he's got to be careful. His defenses at the 3rd have been completely destroyed. I'd love to see him just say, he just harasses with Mutalisks and sits an endless amount of Banelings on the creep, but now he's pushing out once again all the Widow mines. He might be able to get big connections. Does take out most of the Zerglings with this attack, but the Baneling count is still too high. The Mutalisks will still be able to pick up all of these medevacs, all of these Marines, and I think Jjakji might finally be dead. He has a good number of Marines running over to protect his 3rd base, but if he brings the Banelings with him, there's still a lot of firepower here. Does he even have a Thor out? No, just 1 in production, 20 seconds away. Moving in towards the 3rd base, there's a bit of a choke point, so the Zerglings can't get through, but the Mutalisks are having a ball, and now moving in. The Widow Mine burrows. Does he get the connection? No! Baneling's still alive, pushing these Marines back, and these SCVs will be forfeit at the 3rd base. The Thor pops out. He needs to get a hit on these Mutalisks. These Mutas are actually eating a lot of missile turret shots, but the Zerglings are streaming across the map. VortiX needs to watch how far he extends. He's knocked Jjakji down below 90 supply. He wants to take this grand final victory. He knows with his 3-3 coming in, though, that Jjakji still has a potential advantage. There's no hive tech on the map, not even an infestation pit to get the hive. No additional upgrades means that VortiX's ability to take these fights is going to become much more difficult as time goes by. That 3-3 is now just 30 seconds away, and once that's complete, he can kiss a lot of his advantage goodbye. He has the supply lead. He just needs to finish this game. He will have to fight those superior upgrades most likely, but Jjakji is out of resources. He's out of army supply. Baits the mine with 1 ling, picks it off, and now he's going for gold. That Widow Mine needs to detonate on all the Banelings. It doesn't even detonate. Widow Mine gets a few hits on these Zerglings, but the Marines are pushed back. He's spreading his Marines on the creep. Jjakji is doing his best to make this happen. He still has Marines left over. The Thor doing damage as well, but he actually eventually does kill all those Marines, picks up the Thor. He's trying to run away, but the third base is forfeit. Finally, VortiX seems to have cracked his opponent in pieces. There's barely any Marines on the map. 50 supply for Jjakji. VortiX is up 130. He is going to take this match potentially with the next assault. He's fully saturated on this fourth base. He has everything that he needs. He has a reasonable economy. There's not many minerals to left mine at his main base, but the natural is still going. The third is still going. The fourth is still going. Jjakji has nothing. The main base is mined out. The natural is pretty much mined out. The third base has scraps, and there's no sight of a fourth base anytime soon. How can he hope to take a fourth base? There's Overlord pooping creep here. There's Zerglings waiting here. Those Mutalisks have no difficulty neutralizing that whatsoever. He even sends Zerglings to check for a fourth base. This Marine's going to die, and Jjakji, this is it. He's on his deathbed. Say your prayers now, man, because it is going to be over very soon without the help of some godlike miracle. Zergling's actually getting caught over here. Is nice. He's not ready to attack into this entrenched position just yet. I'd really like to see VortiX just get up, get a hive. You have the lead. Remax, get your hive tech together, get everything going, and just deny a fourth base from Jjakji. Jjakji's going to be starved out no matter what happens reasonably soon. There's nothing he can do. He's just stuck here on a very low economy. Jjakji, he has very few options left. VortiX, there's no reason to attack into him. He has superior upgrades, and Terran defense is, bar none, one of the strongest setups in the entire game with these Widow Mines, with these Thors, and the potential to split the Marines off of the creep. So the Mutalisks are going to check. He just wants to prevent a fourth base. Prevent. There's the Infestation Pit. He's starting to think about that late game. Well, I guess that end game, really, for this type of scenario. The Zerglings want to catch these Marines. There's, he realizes there's no Widow Mines here. If he can keep these guys from getting away, he lifts up the Thor. We'll run back. There are Q Widow Mines. Most of these mines are on this ramp here. Jjakji needs to be careful. More Banelings are on the production tab. 32 more Zerglings, and VortiX is close to remaxing finally. Jjakji still has a very powerful army. It's very important to consider this. Jjakji has no economy. He does have a very close army supply, though. He has a huge amount of Marines, a huge amount of medevacs as well to keep this army alive. And, oh, he's just going to go in. The Widow Mines do get some solid detonations. The army supply trading evenly, but now the ability to reproduce those forces is what could end up saving VortiX. He loses, actually, the army fight. He's down on the army supply now. Jjakji refuses to give up. He's dead. How is he doing this? He's got no money. He's broke. He's taking a lane, like a loan. Maybe the Nigerian prince is hooking him up, but he's making this push work. Picks off this base. The Banelings forced to retreat, still streaming Marines across the map. Where's this money coming from? VortiX has secured the bottom left base. But man, if he is not in one hell of a difficult position, balling up his forces, Jjakji still has. He's running on fumes, really. He's running on the fumes of fumes. He's running on the byproduct chemicals that go into the atmosphere that come from the fumes at this point in the game. And he's somehow making it work. He still has a long way to go. The Infestation Pit was complete. Still no hive tech. VortiX he can't secure enough income to get himself back up to 100, to do 100 to 100. And now the Banelings take a few hits. The Widow Mine's still alive. And there's just so many Marines. VortiX needs the fight of his life. These 3-3 bio is the epitome of comeback king. And the Widow Mines are going to burrow, detonate on a few stray lings. There's only one mine available, one mine shot left. And Jjakji, is this fight gonna happen right now? VortiX is trying to move in. The Widow Mine baits into a few of these Banelings. He still has so many Marines here in this base. Is he gonna kill the third? The Banelings are moving in. Jjakji's Marine splitting is too good. This is ridiculous. It's like he's a bot or something. But he's still so few Marines. How is he not dead yet? He's managed to get this command center over towards the top right. Land it, dude. And he's killing third. The third's dead. The drones at the third base are dead. He's got a Marine over here just shooting randomly. And now Jjakji, he's moving it towards the natural expansion. He's got still mines off of cooldown. There's barely any Mutalisks or Zerglings left here. And VortiX may actually have lost this game. He's moving in. The Widow Mines are going to burrow. Will the friendly fire be enough? No, they hit the Mutalisks. More Banelings are on the way, but he's in quite a choke point. Zerglings coming from both directions at the same time, but that 3-3 is so strong. These Marines just refuse to die. Finally being cleaned up as the Medevacs evac. What is left for Jjakji? He's got the Mule Hammer hitting this base. That is all he needs, man. All hands on deck to strip this vessel of her booty, because that is all the resources left for this this Terran player. There is very little chance to be able to move out anywhere else on this map. And VortiX realizes this. He realizes, oh my god, the amount of Marines that can come from this base. Marines are so dirt cheap, and there are several thousand resources available at this base. Jjakji, he's just going to hold on to this for dear life. He might as well float all of his buildings over there if he's that scared of losing it. Build the ultimate Great Wall. This is... oh, man. What a game. What a game. VortiX is not out of it yet, though. They've had dead even in army supply. The power of mules is what you should be hashtagging now. Those Widow Mines clean up a few more Zerglings. And Jjakji, man, see how fast you mine out a base with this many mules and pretty much all the workers. He only has 25 SCVs. That's it. His entire economy right now is 25 SCVs compared to 40 drones. But mules. He's actually floated the main command center to this base as well. So he still only has 3 orbitals worth of mules. But that's all he needs. That's all he needs. Their Mutalisk count is not that high. He's going to try to snipe some more of these Widow Mines if he can. Would be really nice. But he doesn't do enough damage. He actually cannot one-shot the mine with the Mutalisks. Only a few of them actually attacked. I think it could one-shot that mine. Yeah, he just has to get a little close. Almost too close for comfort. And Mutalisk count is starting to bolster up again. But without hive tech, without upgrades, how is he supposed to do this? I mean, maybe if he gets burrow. Get some burrow action going on. Try to hide some banelings around the map. Force your Terran opponent to move. I feel like there's a very wide area to attack into here. All of his forces are protecting this base. His production is pretty much completely bare. And oh man, this game, this freaking game has been absolutely crazy all the way through. This whole series has just been full of madness. And Jjakji, he says, you know what? I've got the better upgrades. And I am ready to end this. I am coming for you. Swiggity swoogity. Moving across that map. Picking off some overlords as well. The mines are spreading out. The mines are burrowing. VortiX would love to counterattack, but there are forces here. Banelings will detonate. And there's still Marines left over. He's not getting the hits he needs. He's going in. He's going to try to surround this army from both sides. The Mutalisks getting some of these medevacs. He's finally cleaned up a large portion of this army, but there's still so much supply left. The reinforcement rally is coming in. The Widow Mines have not burrowed yet. The Banelings need to get the connections. He prevents them from detonating. The medevacs are all going to be picked off. This Baneling Zergling force is just chasing. Are there even any Widow Mines left to get the big connections? No. VortiX, has he finally done it? Has he finally, once and for all, defeated this Terran nightmare? There's still a drop in the bottom left attacking that base. Thor gets picked off. There's no resources left in here to mine. He needs to go and get this base. Another mule hammer hits the ground as the Mutalisks go back. He wants to defend this base. He only has 1 mining base now, and that is this right side fourth. He has 15 drones here, but the Zerglings are going to deny the mining here. The Marines are making their way over. Those 3-3 Marines, so powerful in terms of defending this type of aggression, and this medevac is keeping the Mutalisks away. He's preventing him from coming back to harass. He cleans up all of those Zerglings, and VortiX, he is broke. He is as broke as a broke person could be, really, in this situation. He's up double his opponent's supply, but god damn it, if Marines aren't some of the best units in this game, then I don't know what is. But this could finally be it. VortiX wants to take that first place prize. This former patcher, GG VortiX, takes it.